Audio, here's Rauta and Indie with 5 older releases, which I'm gonna talk to you a little bit about and share you some links that you can just listen to these releases on your own. We'll start with an Italian band that just recently got a reissue. This one is called Abysmal Grief, and Mors Eleison is this MCD called. This is originally from 2006. Now it's been reissued this summer, I think, and it's 4 tracks, which one of them is cover song, and the rest, well, it's this Italian gothic doom of sorts. Very simple design, almost 30 minutes of music, very gothic atmosphere with keyboards and whatnot, and very dramatic music in all its glory. Now, this is kind of interesting case because it's also traditional doom, but it's also very gothic in the sense of how these dramatic keyboards are present, and it almost feels like very old school release despite being a 2006 or something. And there are also these kind of spoken words, which makes this kind of a bizarre, kind of a weird, peculiar case in its doom. I mean, it kind of makes it unique, but is it actually doing the band a favor? I truly don't know, because it's kind of different of doom release. Kind of a tough cookie to break. There are some nice parts, some nice riffs and all that stuff, but there are also some parts which seems like nonsense to me. So kind of acquired taste thing for a change. Worth checking out if you're into dramatic gothic doom, but for the rest of us, not so much. Then we move to Serbia, or should I say Canada, because this band called Bane used to play from Serbia. Used to be a Serbian band that is then relocated to Canada around 2013, and this is their third album called Esoteric Formulae. Out already in 2018. This album arrived here quite late. It's kind of a melodic black metal, or should we say melodic black death metal hybrid. The only original member from the band is here, I guess, doing most of the work. He's a Serbian member of the band, and the rest are from Canada to complement the band with sort of a full lineup, 3-man band, that is. Music style could be called very Nordic, kind of a black metal with hints of death metal. And by melodic black metal, I mean bands like Dissection and the like. It's almost annoyingly catchy. Not annoying, but, kind of stuff that just creeps into your brain, and you start kind of like repeating them, whistling or humming to it and all that stuff. So it's kind of a catchy and easy listening at the same time, despite being black metal. And it's almost so lightweight for a black metal release that it's almost like mainstream kind of a thing. That is not a bad thing, obviously, per se. I know some people just prefer all the way underground, but to the point is that this album is something that could be as like some more mainstream melodic metal band, even if we remove, even if we consider these black metalish shriek vocals. I mean, if we would remove them, this would be more kind of a melodic music with clean vocals and stuff. I mean, it's kind of nice. It's partially very catchy, but it's not reaching its full potential. So it's kind of on the verge of being good and just quite okay. Decent album, definitely. So go check it out online and figure out for yourself. Then another release from 2018. This one is Corpsessed. Impetus of Death came already November 2018. However, for a reason or another, I received my copy in, I think, not March, but a little later on, April, I guess, late April. So this has been waiting for its turn to come on Rauta. So the story here is very muddy, old school death metal without any compromise. That is the kind of stuff that is not uber brutal, but very nicely executed one. You might know some of these bands from different bands such as Line Ruins. So this is a band that is kind of made of many other members. but that is not like taking anything away from this band. Corpsessed is clearly very nicely composed thing, and it's on this album, I mean, they are just nailing almost like a perfect way to do this kind of a muddy death metal, which is not too technical, it's not too brutal, it's not too melodic, it's nothing is too much, it's just death metal with basic ideas. Growly vocals are just great on this one, and so is the production. I mean, it's totally supporting 100% the way this band is just doing its magic when it comes to death metal. So this comment comes quite late because this review is almost a year late after this release, but I must say this is definitely one of the better death metal albums of 2018. So if you don't care that you're late with some great death metal albums, be sure to check out Corpsessed. It's already out, so there you have it. Check it out. Fourth band in this Indie 5 is an Italian one-man project, of which latest release, Bloodlines, was already reviewed earlier. However, this particular debut album came with the Bloodlines one, so I wanted to include this one for Indie 5. It's, after all, a couple of years old, from 2017, called Totalitarian, the Art, Tragoediae Divinae. Let's remove this fine digital sleeve, and out comes the actual CD. If you have watched my previous Totalitarian review, you probably know what to expect from this Italian project. It's supposed to be one-man project, especially at this time when this one came out through Barren Void. Mind, there is only a few tracks, but this album is almost 1 hour long. It's about 56 minutes, so basically all the tracks are really lengthy, 3 of them being all over 13 minutes each. So what you can expect from this one is a little bit different Totalitarian than from the newer one. This is kind of a death black, yes, but also with kind of a doomy touch, being very slow paced at some times, and also very, very repetitive. That is, there are kind of like only a handful of riffs which are kept repeating over and over again, and as such resulting kind of a hypnotic feeling throughout the album. However, this underlines the fact that all these tracks are really lengthy, so you are either hypnotized by the very essence of these riffs, or then you are bored to death. There is barely any middle ground. However, I am kinda hypocritical in that sense that I'm more in the middle ground than on the either of these extreme. I don't find this album truly boring, but I don't find it very good either. I do have a problem with those repetitive riffs, and also the fact that this, to me, sounds like it's just way too lengthy. Now, I do like the atmosphere though. It's very kind of a sinister in nature, and it's also very, very oppressive. Now, the sound is very kind of thick, and it's kind of pushing you down all the way. However, the lack of those good riffs hardly makes this album, very memorable. So I am more inclined to say this is kind of a mediocre plus or something in that category. 3 out of 5 stars if I would have to rank it. It's not bad, definitely, but it's kind of one of those acquired tastes only. Last but not least, we go to tape section with a band called Goatroach from Finland. This is their debut release. The band was formed in 2018, and this is their demo 2019. So 6 songs, almost 30 minutes total music, and now pay attention, written in blood, or something in that direction. Limited copy. This is also out on Bandcamp as well as Spotify. So in case you're not a fan of tapes, but you do want to listen to this one, well, it's available digitally too. This one is a kind of a peculiar case because, on the other hand, it's kind of old school with its all doomy sludge kind of a riffing, and The track lengths vary from 4 minutes plus to almost 9 minutes. And by old school, I mean there is kind of an old school doomy feeling. However, the vocals are more taken from black metal scene or black metal styles. I mean, it's kind of a crows, doing their kind of a barking. So it's not exactly screaming, but it's definitely more towards black metalish way of putting out those vocals rather than death metalish growling or pure heavy metal vocals akin to doom metal so often. So this is kind of like hybrid, but not in a bad way. Being a demo, the production is quite rehearsal room like. It's kind of okay, but it's not really good. And I think with more powerful sound, this demo would sound more powerful in total. It would be more clear and kind of push the band a little bit forward. But given that it's a demo, I wouldn't actually expect more. So this is a nice kind of a mediocre-ish, a little bit better maybe, a demo delivering you such a sludge, doom, a little bit black metalish hybrid. In case you're interested, go out checking those Bandcamp or Spotify links, and there you have it. This is all from Indie 5 this time. Be sure to check out other reviews as well, and take care.